Nicholas, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Sure, Andy. My name is Nicholas Choong. I was born in 1977 in Kuala Lumpur. Studied in school, graduated with a degree in psychology and mass communications.
How did you develop an interest in art?
The interest in art came at a very young age. I was left alone to my devices and I started drawing at 7 or 8 years old. Painting as an art form at 13 or 14 with a watercolorist Sifu. And as another creative art form, music was a big part of my life for 15, 17 years. I was working as a DJ and also producing music. Photography, videography, and graphic design as well. These were skills which I accumulated in my working life. I made the switch to fine arts at the age, well, late 30s, which is now about 10 years already.
How would you describe your creative work?
Okay, the work stems from an inner part of myself, the need to express what I feel, what I see, what I read, what I hear, and all these human senses into a physical form. I think art is a manifestation of how we are, how artists are as a person, and our need to communicate and to connect with people. So, through my art, this is what I do.
How do you come up with your ideas or inspiration?
Okay, ideas and inspiration. I believe the main job as an artist is to get to work. Whether or not you have ideas or any inspiration, the main job as an artist is to get to the studio, to get to your materials, to work at it with your hands, and to just be in a space where art making is inevitable. I believe the motivation and the inspiration will come automatically.
What are some of the challenges you have to overcome?
Over the many years in my art career, I've overcome quite a few challenges. In the beginning, it was trying to get the work to a broader audience. Then maybe after that, maybe it was self-doubt because maybe the work was not selling. Over the past couple of years, the work has been selling thanks to the galleries. And now I'm facing different problems that has to maybe do with logistics and space because the work is getting bigger and bigger. And so currently moving into the new studio, I have one, I'm getting another one. Logistically, these are the challenges that I have to face: wiring, setting up storage and staffing and all that.
What are some of the lessons that you can share with others?
I think firstly, do not be afraid. In anything creative that we do, there is some semblance of fear. I think it's important for artists to push forward, to be disruptive, to break boundaries with their art, to understand themselves through their work as well. I've always been someone who likes to work outside of the box or likes to think out of the box. I think having faith in your work and what you do as an artist is very important too.
What is your next project?
The plant work is a current theme that I'm working on right now, and if there was any new projects, this would be it. There's currently 10 pieces in the studio now, and I'm developing this work as we go along because these are new materials and this is not the old works which are the oil paints or the acrylic. And so these projects have to deal with our disconnect with nature and how, as artists and as human beings, the things that we buy from the stores or the paints that we get from the shop, we are one step disconnected from how the paint is originally made, how the food gets into our body, and this is a theme that I'm exploring. It also has to do with decay and how nothing is forever. Everything breaks down.
Mr. Lund, where did you get to know Nicholas?
I got to know Nicholas in one of the art function in PJ. I was invited to one group show, and at that function, I saw a big painting, 5 by 5 feet with 100 tigers, black and white. I was so impressed with that 100 tigers. I've never seen 100 tigers in one painting. And I was there looking at it for almost more than 5 minutes. I was stuck at that particular painting. At that time, Nicholas was not at the exhibition at all. So I got his name, I look at his profile, I was quite impressed. And for a couple of days, I called Nicholas and I have a discussion with him. I want to see his inspiration, his goal, and I also want to know whether he's committed to the art industry. So after I was convinced about his commitment and his work, then I proposed that he said, okay, we work together, because I believe that we have the same kind of chemistry. And at that time, he came to my studio, and he participated in one of our group shows, and that's how we got to know each other. But funny enough, I posted our photograph in the Facebook, and out of blue, someone called me. We have been friends for more than 30, 40 years. Suddenly they called me, hey Lam, you know my son? I said, who's your son? Nicholas Choong, huh? See, his father, Cappy Choong, is my former colleague for more than 40 years, and this is how we met. And from that day onward, our bonding became closer. And I had a gallery in Hong Kong, run by my daughter, Joy, and we decided to participate in the affordable art exhibition. And I proposed to Nicholas, your painting should appeal to many people even in Hong Kong international market. That's where we had what I call a group show with him, with Lisa and Ben Chong. And surprising, his painting was selling very well. And we do have some inquiry from our website and from our Facebook, and that's where I found that this particular person work is marketable. And not only that, I like his attitude, I like his sincerity, I like his way of cooperating with the art people's gallery. This is where both our whole family, my son and my daughter in Hong Kong, are convinced that this is the artist that we should work with. He has a very bright future in the industry.
Nicholas, what do you think of Mr. Lum's statement? Now that you're going into international, how do you feel?
I feel very in debt, very grateful, and thanks for saying that, Mr. Lam. I work hard on the work, and I'm happy that TAPG and we have a good relationship, and the work is marketable, and I will continue to do good work.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.